Hello, hello, hello. Today is the tarot reading and oracle reading stream. I'm super excited. How's everyone doing? Atreyu is excited. Did you hear him scream? Hi, Atreyu. Boop. Hi, Lightseeker. Welcome in. Hello, hello, hello. Let me go ahead and write. Okay. Let me go ahead and message my mods to let them know that I'm live. Not right now, but. Hi, Ale. Welcome in. Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone doing today? Let me go ahead and open these. There we go. Okay. How are you doing, Ale? What was the book that was your blind date with the book? I'm excited to hear about it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm so excited. I'm vicariously excited. Here, let me go ahead and open up the reading. That way I can let people know if they have one when they come into chat. Ale, by the way, you've 3 banked if you want to use it. It's called The Stopover. I've never heard of it, so interesting. Ooh, I think I've heard of it. Hi, Cyanic. Welcome in. Who's fronting your system today? Welcome in. My voice is doing weird things today. I apologize. It's because I burnt my tongue. So my words are a little clunky today, and I sound a little bit strange. Also, allergies. My antihistamines have not kicked in yet. Tears in my eyes, just fighting to get through the night. We're on a Kesha roll. Okay. Hi, Shirley Just. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Got some stickers, Cocoa Mix hair tie space with and earrings too. Please send a picture of that whole package to Discord. I would love to see it. Hi, Cinder. This is my first time seeing a tarot stream. Really? Like one of ours or just in general? I love them. We're going to do some cam action today. It's just Zool right now. I don't know. Spoon's back for trip. Ooh, trip! I hope your trip goes well. You traveling far or close? If you want to share, you totally don't have to share. In general, first time. Oh, wow! Well, I'm honored. I am very, very, very honored. Here, let me move my mic so you might be able to hear me a little better. So I'm actually talking directly into my microphone instead of into the side of it. Okay, I'm gonna pull up my hand cam stream. Let me just double check and make sure everything's simpatico. Okay. Both are going to Canada, which is close. Ooh, interesting. Well, I hope that goes well. Hi, Ghost. Welcome in. How are you doing? Thank you for using these new redeems. Also, there are some new redeems to be claimed. That we added yesterday. Actually, early this morning at like 2 a.m. But they're added. So we have some new redeems that are ready. Also, in the pinned message, when you do reading check, this is what's going to pop up. It's going to be a link. Go ahead and click the link. It's a Google spreadsheet. And it won't say your name when you go into it. It does like anonymous fox or like an anonymous different animal. And then you can find if you have any banked. You can have them banked if you were gifted a sub. So like, for example, Art and Jest has 2. I don't know if she'll ever use them, but she has 2 that are banked for her. And then we also have the community pot, which currently has 17 in it, which is free to claim from anybody. I removed the free tarot reading redeem though, just in general. But today is to get through some of the banked readings. So whenever anyone wants to redeem one, I guess I do have to add it back. Hold on, I have to add it back. Hold on 1 second. Power up and channel points. Hold on. I'm gonna I have a tarot reading banked. There you go. Okay. If you guys refresh, there should be another channel point so you guys could redeem that for a banked reading. I thought you would like that. I decided, I was like, you know what? All of these are really good redeem ideas. I'm just gonna add all of them. I'm not gonna just like pick and choose. All of these are so good. So I just added all of them. And then I got the note from Twitch when I tried to add one more. They were like, you've reached your cap. Like, you've reached the amount of redeems you can have. And I was like, oh, shit. Hi, Treyu. Boop. If you'd like to say hi to my cat, do exclamation point boop. Or use channel points and I'll give a Treyu a little boop for you. Art share already? Art share already? already. Here's a booth from AL. Boop. Okay, art share already? Okay, well, I'll show you guys since I have my hand cam up. I don't have to show you, like, all the art I'm working on, but I'll show you some of it. This is art that you guys have seen before. But not everybody. Where's the redeem? If you refresh, I re-added it. It'll be the one that says... Hold on, let me just make sure I enabled it. Atreyu! Wait, never mind, I didn't enable it. Go ahead. It should be there now. Atreyu! Oh no. Okay, well, currently, here's my cat. Okay, Atreyu, you're not allowed up here. I know you... Okay. Okay, go ahead and relax, bud. Okay, or not. If you're not going to relax, we're going to have to throw you. Bloop. Okay. Here's a boop from Ghost. Come here. Boop. Okay. So this is my art journal. We just have some craziness in here that I like to work on. Oh, I accidentally left a page blank. Oh, wait, nope. That's the glue coming off of this page. This is my dragon page. And then there's blank pages. Lots of them. But yeah, this one's my favorite. Okay. Let's go ahead and do that banked reading for Ghost. Do exclamation point tarot. And then that way I'll be able to... For a refresher, this is the tarot wheel. That is currently not where it's supposed to be. Blah! That's the tarot wheel. Just general and spin, please? Okay. Hold on one second, I have to log in the first time I use it. This will take a second. Okay. Ooh, Nature's Whispers. Okay. In general? Okay. Okay. I love this art. This artist is incredible. Josephine Wall. Ugh, love her. Okay. General for Ghost. What does the universe want Ghost to know? Whoop! Okay. What does the universe need a ghost to know? Okay. Okay, so want to know, need to know. Anything else that the universe just wants to tell Ghost? Okay. Anything else that the universe wants Ghost to know? Okay. I think it's only the 2 cards. Oh, never mind. I spoke too soon. Wow. You got the card that was on the front of the deck. Which is funny. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay, so the cards you got were, what do they want you to know? Inner truths. What do they need you to know? Higher ground. Something else they wanted to share with you, breakthrough. And then one of the last cards we pulled, which is be gentle with yourself, which I think is a reference to everything. So let's go ahead and dive into that, shall we? Okay. There's a lot of depth to your feelings. You're on your way to understanding your feelings and desires more clearly. The next step on your path will soon reveal themselves. Stay vigilant to new opportunities that may lead to beginnings of novel projects or assist with current ventures. Look around you and within you. Be willing to do the work at the deepest level, as you will find jewels of wisdom, knowledge, and the inner voice all waiting patiently to assist you. Nature's crystals are created deep within the earth. Go deep and find your own treasures. They want you to actually do the things you say you're going to do. Just because I know you, this card is very ADHD coded. As in, we got to work around it. Do the work at the deepest level. Go deep within the earth. So to go deep within yourself. Like, even if you're feeling yourself stalling out, like, go deep, pull deep, and push forward. Higher ground. This is what they need you to know. That's what they wanted you to know. This is what they need you to know. Move your thoughts, emotions, and outlook to a new perspective. Take an overview of what's going on. Just through shifting your perspective, you will see the whole situation in a clearer light. A different course may become apparent. You will be able to focus on what is most important to you. Make a conscious effort to get above the situation. If there is nothing pressing in your life at the moment, considering something that may be unresolved from the past, use the same idea of climbing above it with the intention of healing it. Once you achieve the higher ground perspective, you maybe find yourself filled with peace, a positive outcome, a beautiful outcome. So if there's something unresolved in your past, yeah, that adds up. It is valid. So get above the situation. If there's something unresolved from your past, you've been climbing above it, but I think you need to climb above it with the intention of healing it. I think you're missing that intention. You have the intention of getting over it, but getting over it is different than healing from it. So I think you have to heal from it instead of just getting over it. Also, I'll show you these cards. If it'll. Whenever the song plays, whenever he says, no, you really want to, I say only if you want to. Make the song more consent-based. I do tend to brush things under the rug. That card is similar to tarot reading I did for myself last week. Makes sense. Okay, what's next? What animal is that? Oh, it's a lemur. I was like, what on earth? Okay. The next one is something they just want you to know. Breakthrough. Feel confident that things are falling into place. Just as a seedling breaking through the surface of the earth, you too are going to experience an emergence. The efforts of your hard work will become evident. You'll begin to see the difference of that labor and time you have invested has made. Count your blessings. You are gifted with a creative touch and the ability to generate new, wonderful things. Take a moment to feel proud of yourself for all of you've accomplished. You've done a lot. It's great that you have all of these ideas. And you have so many of them. You're going to have a breakthrough about some of it, probably. About either following through or the fact that you're impressive that you have all these ideas. And don't take that for granted. Also, when you brush things under the rug, they tend to emerge later. Just as an aside. So, okay. But the card that's overarching over all of this is be gentle with yourself. A time of new birth and energy is upon you. An emergence, a breakthrough, if you will. Draw on the lessons you have learned to assist in moving forward. Notice how you have grown and changed as a result of everything that has transpired. Gather information as you go and be ready for a new adventure. All signs are positive for successful outcomes at this time. So, working on the inner things, taking the higher ground, and then waiting for things to break through. All of that will move you forward. Also, if I seem a little bit eepy, I'm slowly waking up. So, I hope that was good. I'm going to go ahead and... Does that answer any of your questions? Or does it just make new ones? I know you're learning. Now you officially have 2 readings banked. Does anyone else want to get a reading? Today's stream is all about tarot and oracle, so it's all we're doing today. Thank you, Sunshine. Yes, it helps. Yee! Okay, Cinder. If you do ! tarot and answer those questions for me, that'd be fantastic. I'm still not great at talking nice to myself. Does that make sense? Definitely talk nice to yourself. That's why we start here. 3 nice things. Hold on. I can do this. It's my channel. gonna start here. You know, but it's broken. General spin? Okay. Okay. Angel Dreams. Okay. I don't use this deck very often. But it was my second deck I ever got. Whoop. There's a hair somewhere. But this is the cover. In general for Cinder. Sometimes cards stick, and I normally take that as they're part of your reading. There's a card stuck in the bottom. I don't have nails for this. Okay. So far you've astral travel in spring. So this is a lot about a dream deck, so it's a lot of things that you'll encounter in dreams. Also, oh, Lurk Bait's not enabled. Hold on, let me turn on Lurk Bait. Just in case Layla decides to stop by. Also, when Layla's not here, this is the greatest time to win the month, because whoever wins the month gets a nice little note from us in your Discord DMs. So slow. I do appreciate my mom didn't appreciate it. That's insane. Okay, so when I was doing the tour of these cards the other day, I kept getting like, okay, like this is Cinder, this is Cinder, this is like this is that household. And I was like, that's so interesting. And then Cinder pulled it. I was like, oh, that's so interesting. It was just wording me that today it's gonna happen. And then you say, that's crazy. I love syncrasies like that. Okay. What does the universe want Cinder to know? I'm gonna clear some old energy out of this guy. Okay, this card popped out. Okay, High Council. Okay, what does the universe need Cinder to know? Okay. Ooh, okay. So an overarching thing of the reading is going to be spring, but there's something about winter. I like my creativity and the fact that I keep learning through reading. I felt my hair was really pretty today. Yay! I'm so happy for you. It's pretty every day. All those things are true. Also, about the fairy was in deck the other day because I fell in love with the art and Vulture knew the artist. You knew the artist and the... That's insane. I love this. I had Amy Brown statue in my teenage bedroom bookshop. I love this. I love things like that. That's so cool. Okay, is there anything else the universe wants Cinder to know? Ooh. Okay, I love dandelions. Just for doing this. Okay. Yeah. You guys can create a queue, no problem. Okay. I'll put this deck over here so people can see what deck it is. Okay. I need the book though. That's important. I put the book inside the box. Hi, TC. Welcome in. Hello, how are you doing? Okay, so astral travel. Vital force, information, dream time, soul travel. Okay, let's see. This card is telling you it's time to expand your horizons. Perhaps you need to travel to experience a foreign culture or learn a new subject. Possibly you need to widen your circle of friends. This card also lets you know that you're receiving vital information for your well-being. Astral or soul traveling, an out-of-body experience in which your astral body travels to another place or dimension, occurs when you're between the asleep and awake states of being. Your astral body or dream body is filled with sparkles, like thousands of tiny stars in the universes. Additional meaning. It is time to feel your greater sense of purpose and focus on the bigger picture. So, this is a whole. Your astral body needs a charge. Go outside and stand beneath the stars and the beautiful moon, allowing yourself to absorb this cosmic energy. You need a break or vacation. If you cannot travel right now, choose a place you would like to visit and pick up some books to study that location and culture. You've been gaining knowledge through out-of-body experiences. Call in protection and release your fears about astral traveling. A positive change is coming, and use dream time to accomplish a specific goal. I think I would, if I were you, I would pay attention to my dreams and try astral travel. I've tried it a few times. It's never like solely worked for me, but I think it's also because I have dissociative disorder. But this is information about your well-being. And then spring, awakening, projects, renewal. Spring heralds new projects and renewal. Your physical, mental, and spiritual bodies are awakening, quickening, and opening to a new vitality. Implement an exercise regimen and take simple steps to stretch and move every day. The spring card also indicates that all the goals and new projects that you planted are taking root. So these things are taking root. Like a dandelion. Continue to tend to these seedlings' ideas so they may fully blossom. Archangels Raphael, Uriel, Jophiel, and Metatron are associated with this symbol. You will be heading in a new direction, which ushers in a rebirth or fresh start. Rekindle a relationship. So it says, so go beyond your circle of friends here. Maybe rekindle an old relationship. Awaken your maiden warrior aspect. Try responding to situations with delight and grace. Cultivate these qualities within yourself so that they may become fully realized. How's it hanging? I'm glad you're doing well. Just a shit for me. Just a shit. That is not possible. As much as I wish it was. I feel like I've had a couple of recent out-of-body experiences that kind of felt like astral travel or some sort of experience, but I wasn't controlling them. So astral travel isn't always like lucid dreaming. They're two separate things. You can do both at the same time. If you're calling me mama, let's not do that, okay? Thank you. I kind of like... That's okay. No, you're good. I feel like I've had a couple of recent out-of-body experiences that kind of felt like astral travel. I was awake, though. Oh, really? Yeah, when I meditated, that was the best time I could astral travel. And when it worked, and I couldn't control where I was going either. Really. I just kind of went with the flow. So that's also how I felt. Okay. Next, we have High Council. These are the two things that are over this whole reading. So, you're going to be astral traveling a lot or following the same ideas. and rekindling relationships, and the projects that you've been working on are going to come to fruition. Capricorn with a Gemini, though. Who started with astro stuff and I'm assuming that. Some people are just good at it, and some people just aren't. I'm one of the people that just isn't. And that's okay. Everyone's good at different things. Okay, so High Council. Evolution, information, potential. If you've been having nightly dreams, so back to this astral travel idea, about going to a mountaintop, city hall, or library, you're connecting with the High Council. This card shows up to help you become the best possible you. The High Council is an alliance of beings from across universes who've come here to help you on this evolutionary journey on this planet. These beings of love and light are trying to get your attention. There is an important project or task you're being asked to take on. The size of the assignment doesn't matter. Large or small, it will create a shift for the highest good of all. The High Council is coming to you in dream time to download messages into your energy field for retrieval at a later date. This information is to be used when it is needed for the evolution for you as a human and for the Earth as a whole. You have much potential. You're being encouraged to move forward with your development in all areas of your life. Think about your spiritual perception. Does it need to shift? You're being reminded that the divine mantle is always about your shoulders, lending you strength and helping your daily life. All you need to do is ask. So if there are ideas that come to you after you have these like meditative astral travel states, those are ideas that, if you believe in this sort of thing, because I know some people do and some people don't, and both are valid. Ideas that are being put there for your higher good, for you to follow. And being summoned isn't bad. They're just trying to tell you things. And it also might be your higher selves also trying to tell you. Okay, so I find it interesting that you pulled spring and then you also pulled winter. As these are the ideas that you're planting. And so they're going to come to fruition. So winter is reflection, transition, release. This card is asking you to take a moment to retreat inside, to discover the truth about the matter at hand and what steps you need to take. Do not move into action. It is time to draw your energies inward for introspection and reflection. Keep any plans or projects you are thinking about on the shelf. Winter heralds the dying off of that which does not serve you. The leaves of a tree are shed in order to make room for spring's buds. You too need this rest time to release the old. With this release, you're allowing the new to bloom when the timing is right. So you're getting ideas. These aren't to be acted on just yet, but just to like think about and ruminate on. And then from there, resting, really ruminating on these ideas, thinking about them. And then this will be the final step. Archangels Haniel, Jeremiel, and Jophiel are associated with the symbol. The old is dying off. Allow time needed for this transition. Incubate your plans, ideas, and energy until it's the best moment to share them. Work with the crone sage aspect of yourself in order to impart wisdom, compassion, and truth. And enjoy a life review. Reflect back on your past to appreciate the lessons you've gained. And that might be the stepping stone that brings in the old person back into your life as well. What does astral travel look like from the inside or outside? Like if you're watching someone astral travel or if you're inside doing it. Okay, so the last step is dandelion. Vitality, empowerment, and perseverance. Dandelion is here to empower you with vitality. Your wishes and prayers have been heard. You will persevere. This powerful herb is helping you work through layers of the situation by bestowing on you the qualities of strength, determination, and adaptability. This card is encouraging you to be strong and flexible. The dandelion grows with fierce determination. Although people mow it down, it finds a new way to survive. Sometimes we're going through a crack in the sidewalk. Adjust what you can so you may continue to grow and reach for the light. So adjust maybe how you astral travel, adjust your ideas, take these into account and adjust your plans accordingly so you can bloom Dandelions show up in spring, waiting to bloom. And they obviously have different seasons. Hi, Clovercast. Welcome in. Archangels Sandalphon and Ariel are associated with this symbol. The goddess Brigid is also associated. Keep a balance of humility and confidence. It is time to acknowledge and release your deep-seated negative emotions. Get some body work, such as a massage, to loosen the muscles in your back, neck, and shoulders. And your project or goal requires patience. Keep going. So the patience here. So you're practicing patience to keep going forward. Does that help answer any questions? Cause new questions? How are you feeling about that, Cinder? All I know, and the lights go cold. Dust can turn it into gold dust. What does astral travel look like if you're doing it? Thank you! It was done by Thirsty Plant Art. If someone could shout him out, that'd be fantastic. Also, I'm trying to find my cue. No, it's honestly where I'm at right now, TBH. Without getting super personal, I'm in the early stages of my transition. I'm feeling the patience part especially true right now. Oh, yay! Yeah, you're gonna grow and bloom soon. You just have to sit with it for a little bit. Yes, you're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. I'm so happy for you and so proud of you. After an interesting weekend with family, you're doing the right thing. Your family is not your high council. Just so you're aware. Your family is not your high council. Your high council will always be for your highest good. And family, although sometimes nice, is not always for your highest good. Thank you for shouting out plant. That's definitely true. They are not. Okie dokie. Okay, so first we have Shirley Jest. Okay, hold on. Love to pick the deck. Okie dokie. So Shirley, if you're still here, it is your turn. You're welcome. What kind of decks? Okay, so if you do exclamation point deck, I think, or decks, or list, exclamation point list. I have a list, but I can also show you. Okay, so I have this one. And are you looking for tarot, oracle, or either? These are my tarot decks. This one is if you need like a kick in the pants. That one's going to tell you how it is, even if you don't necessarily like it. Then this is another one of my tarot decks. And then this one is my last tarot deck. So there's this one. This one's based on folklore. This one just has really pretty colors. Then, let's see what else we got. For oracle decks, we got this biggin. Also, what does astral travel look like? It kind of feels like meditation, but more visceral. And more like you could physically reach out and touch it. And it feels like you're in that space. these are all my oracle decks. And then I have affirmation decks as well. It's just a very visceral experience. From the outside, it would just look like meditation. Okay, so my affirmation decks are these guys. Whoopsies. There we go. These are my affirmation decks. Think an oracle? Okay. I love Therapets. Okay, what oracle card are you feeling? Or do you want me to pick? You picked the oracle? I'm gonna go for this one. Or this one. You pick from here. From this one or... Hold on. This one. Do you want Moonology or Fairy Wisdom? Or another card? Moonology? Okay. I had a feeling. Okay, so the Moonology deck, I always like to say, it is a very good oracle. I also look at it for timing. So if there's a question that you have about time, this is a really good deck to ask. Okay. What is something that the universe wants Shirley just to know? Ooh. A new start is coming. Okay. What is something that the universe needs Shirley to know? Choose one or two. Okie dokie, I will get you after Ales, Vulture. Okay. So hold your vision is something that they need you to know. And there's anything else. Ooh. Prosperity lies ahead. Okay, is there anything else? Okay. Okay, so is it okay if I call you Shirley, by the way, or do you want me to call you Shirley just? Okay, so the cards you have are a new moon, a new start is coming. Shirley's fine? Okay. The second one is the fixed moon, hold your vision. Third one is prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus. And a romantic cycle begins, new moon in Libra, is like over all of this. Okay, new moon. Okay, a new start is coming. This is something they want you to know. There is a yes coming your way. This is one of the most auspicious cards in the deck. It's totally positive and suggests something new and exciting is developing. The situation you're asking about is blessed, and you're on target to achieve your goals. The message from the universe is that you're starting all over again in some way, be that on a new or better course, or just feeling more positive about achieving your desired outcome. If you've been feeling stagnant, this card reminds you that life goes in cycles and you're moving into a new cycle now. This is time to wipe the slate clean. If the situation you asked about has become toxic, either that will clear up now or something totally new and fresh is on its way. I'll see it when I believe it. A new start is on its way. You will soon start to feel more hopeful about getting what you want. Your belief that your dreams can manifest is working well, and forget about the past. It's a dark and veiled time when the moon is invisible and a time of rebirth. It's a time that witches do their work, making wishes and laying down intentions for the new cycle. An intensely magical time when it's easier to pierce the veil to other worlds. Pardon me. A new start's coming. That's good. Hello, please don't focus on my desk. Focus on the card. Okay, or not. Hold your vision. So a new start is coming. So hold on to your vision. Fixed moon. There are two main possibilities with this card. The first is that you need to stand firm in whatever situation you're in. The second, very different interpretation, is that something is stuck. That could well be referring to the situation you're asking about. If that's the case, have a think about what you can do is to grease the wheels so the events move forward. What can you do to grease the wheels so that the events move forward? Are you being stubborn? If so, that's great, because if you really want things to change, there's a solution. Stop digging your heels in. Be the one to break a deadlock. With two interpretations for this card, it's up to you to decide what's going on and which meaning applies to you. This offers up a chance for some self-reflection. Yes, just say the word a lot and see how it feels. Staying power, faith, or patience are needed. Someone needs to back down. Avoid stagnation. A personal or professional relationship will be enduring. Okay, so new start is coming, but you're stagnating. And you do not know why. The reason is you're stubborn. You just gotta do it. You've been thinking... Say yes. And see how that feels. I think you're worried and you're getting in your own way about it. The fixed signs can be stubborn, so anything that's just starting as you draw this card may well last longer. Remember, we have all the star signs in our chart. It's just the way the astrological wheel works. So there's no judgment when we say that one is admirable, how much staying power the fixed signs have. They can also be obstinate. No, that's so real though, but yes. Speaking of getting in your own way, we have Taurus, who is a bull. Bulls tend to be really obstinate, stubborn, and get in their own way too. So, prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. Okay. This card will come up when you're inquiring about a financial matter or when you're doubting your self-worth. This card suggests that you have what you want, including material things. You can have what you want, including material things, but you must believe in yourself. This comes down to the law of attraction. Value yourself and others will value you too. You can create abundance. Taurus is associated with luxurious Venus, and this card holds the new moon energy, so now is a good time to make a 12-month financial plan. So make that 12-month plan of what a transition might look like, maybe. This card can also signal the start of a new relationship or of sexier times. If you've been wrestling with something for a long time, the new moon in sturdy Taurus is a sign not to give up just yet. Get or give a massage. Healthy body, healthy mind. You will soon be able to avoid the thing you've been dreaming of. Getting clear on what you value most will help you find peace. Take some time out to pamper yourself. Start a standing order to a savings account, no matter how small. We often feel that it's somehow wrong to focus on our finances, but the truth is that money can make life far more comfortable from a physical point of view. This is the time to work your magic to create the money you want so that you can have the creature comforts you want. Remember, though, that someone else is still wishing for what you already have. Okay. A new romantic cycle begins. Now, this doesn't have to be like romance, but this is just like the general energy around the whole thing, which is a new moon in Libra. Give and take could well be the answers to whatever dilemma you're asking about. Compromise may be called for. It's time to start negotiating or even renegotiating. When the new moon in Libra comes up, there's a restart for you and for someone else. A new relationship could be beginning, and if that's the case, the chances are this will be a healthy and well-balanced connection. If anything you do after pulling this card, doing it in pairs is advised, such as teaming up with someone in business or in your personal life. Libra is the sign of relating, and this card suggests that whoever is at the heart of the issue you're addressing is someone who will be open to talking things through. Avoid being selfish. It won't get you anywhere this time. Reach out to someone, let them know you care. Feel more, think less. Marriage or engagement is in the cards. I don't think it's that one. A legal matter will go your way. Pay some attention to your appearance, but don't be all about appearances. So is transition more like your appearance or like a whole body experience, I guess. Both inner and outer. Libra is a sign of love and harmony, negotiation, and relationships. It is harmonious, kind of luxurious, and always aiming for balance. So when we have the new moon in Libra, or at any time you draw this card, there's a restart possible for anything and everything connected to partnerships, negotiations, appearances, and justice. Remember that Libra is depicted by a set of scales. This energy wants to bring things back into equilibrium. Transition as in tea for a bit. So how did that answer your question? Did it cause more questions? Anything I can do? Oh, good idea. And God, it's on point. I'm glad it's on point. It answered it. Seems my transition relationship will go well together. Yes, it does. And if you're worried that it won't, definitely talk to them. I think they're more open to talking about it than you think they might be. Okay, Ale, you are on deck. Are you ready to go? Do exclamation point tarot, Ale, and answer some of those questions. Yeah, we'll take the face. Yay! I hope it goes well. And then Vulture, you are after Ale. Jenna reading, and you can pick. Ooh. Okay. I'm looking at 2 decks, and I want you to pick from those 2. Okay? 2 decks immediately came to mind. I need you to pick. Between these 2. Which one? Well, this is a usually if you ever need someone. Aww. I love when people make like interpersonal relationships in Discord. I think that's so fun. The ones with all the bright colors? Okay. Okay. And what did you say? General reading? Okay. Yay! Okay, look at these backs of these cards. They're so pretty. Oh, so gorgeous. Okay, what does the universe want Ale to know? Oh, that was quick. They were like, we want you to know to hydrate. Got a sippy sippy. Okay, what does the universe need Ale to know? The next one is transform. And I'll zoom in on these cards in a second. I haven't had water to taste that checks out. Go hydrate! Friend, go hydrate. Okay, what's another something that the universe wants Ale to know? Okay. Ooh. Unconditional love. I'm sorry, this card is beautiful. You said bright colors. They said yes. Look at that. Oh, so pretty. The universe just really routine to hydrate. Honestly. They really did. And I'm pulling a lot of 33s today, which is very interesting for me. Okay, is there anything else? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then a card fell out, and this one is Reawaken. I love numbers with 3s. Well, you have a 33, a 35, a 42, and a 7. But isn't 42 divisible by 3? I think it is. 7 is not divisible by 3, I can tell you that. Okay. Okay, so the first one is hydrate. Oh, I'll show you this card too, before I get distracted. This one's still my favorite. You focused and then you didn't. Look, so pretty. Okay. So many details. Okay. 33. Oh, these are the really long descriptions. Oh boy. Okay, we can do this. Hydrate. Hydrate's a shorter one. Water is essential for your health. I can't. As you probably know or have read. I'm sorry. Hold on. Okay. I can. Gotta center. Okay. As you probably know or have read, over 70% of your body consists of water. This has to be the most direct video I've seen. I know, right? It really is problematic for your body and overall well-being if you aren't drinking enough water. Drinking water can help control your appetite, improve your sleep, increase energy levels, and flush toxins from your body. Oh my god. They're really telling you to drink some water. Okay, one way to successfully increase your daily water consumption is to make drinking water easier. Have a refillable water bottle you can easily grab and carry with you. Set a regular alarm or use post-it notes to remind you to drink water. If you don't like the taste of plain water, add lemon or lime to your water bottle. As a bonus, it is believed citrus helps flush toxins from your cells. A maiden looks at the portal to the ocean almost as if she is testing the water. The ocean covers 70% of our planet. How synchronistic that our body is also 70% water. The fish and the mermaids rely on water to keep them alive. The same is true for you. Your body relies on you to replenish it with water. The trees, flowers, animals, and all of nature are dependent on water for survival. The tree in this image represents the guardian. It indicates that recovery from illness or another challenge is at hand. Okay, it really said get hydrated, bish. Oh my god. Okay. Next one is transform. Okay. Can you feel the importance of what is happening for you? You're in a phase where just about anything is possible. To achieve transformation, you must really think it possible. Believing in yourself and your abilities is the key to creating the change being shown to you. You may have wanted a certain outcome, but not really believed it was possible. To achieve the desired changes in your health, be willing to make changes to your behaviors. Hydrate. You do some things out of habit, some because of the way you were taught and others because they are easy. Try a new approach to create your change. If needed, get a buddy to do this with you. This could be anything from eating healthier to taking 10-minute walks to learning a new hobby. They're really telling you to hydrate. They're like, drink your water. Okay. Or learning a new hobby. Reinforce the changes you are making in your life by enlisting the support of your family members or someone you know who will cheer you on. Repeat the much prized changes to form new positive habits. As you start having success, you will develop an unshakable conviction that will get you to where you want to be. A multitude of butterflies and fairies watch as a young woman prepares to release the butterflies in her dome. Butterflies must set aside everything that they knew to accept the new way of existing. They symbolize a readiness to let go and encounter transformation. The lightning striking the dome helps to clear away any doubts or resistance to change. The fairies are a reminder of the magic and support that is all around you. There is always hope for a brighter tomorrow. For real, the universe looking at AL and VTV. Yes. Okay, the next card is Unconditional Love. Continuing to love someone no matter what may be difficult. However, love is always worthwhile. You are made up of love 100%, so 70% water but 100% love. Good to know. This is the truth of your very being. No matter how upset you are, how much you beat yourself up or unknowingly hurt people, you will always have love residing in you. Your heart is seeking love at every second of your life. Loving unconditionally means giving love without expectation. Being and giving the love you want to experience in your relationships can be the hardest lesson of life. Oof, this is hitting for me too. A big part of the unconditional love is forgiveness. You limit your ability to achieve unconditional love when you blame someone for a past wrong or rehash past sufferings. Beating yourself up and blaming your sadness on the past only triggers more distress in your life. You have a purpose in life and you have a choice. You can let the past haunt you and inflict more suffering in your life, or you can forgive yourself and get back to living your purpose. Two fairies depict this message. One fairy has her hands over her heart as she is receiving love. The other fairy is openly expressing love to her friend. So this is romantic, familial, platonic, all kinds of love. The rainbow hues symbolize magical blessings. Rainbows remind us of the benefits that come from hoping and believing that unconditional love heals all things. And there is so much love being shown to you every day. Unconditional love is your greatest challenge and your greatest joy. That one hit for me too. Oof. Okay, the last card is Reawaken. Also, my cat's here. You've been suppressing a part of yourself. Oof. You have not been loving a part of yourself. This card is granting you the opportunity to heal self-judgment or embrace any hidden aspects of your nature. The primary relationship... Okay, hi, Atreyu. The relationship you have with yourself was in infancy. Your relationship with your present self developed on that foundation and adjusted based on experience and observation of the wider world. So maybe you learned love not in a great place, which is okay, but now it's up to you. Become aware of your inner child. Be willing to consciously communicate with the child that is within you. Listen to how your inner child feels. It is imperative to realize that others cannot meet your unfulfilled needs. Take responsibility for your happiness, but don't bring up old past hurts. It is up to you to satisfy your heart's desire. Work on healing any buried hurts that have been carrying within you. Okay, so address them, but don't blame them on other people. You may be unaware of where your emotional pain stems from. This is a gentle prompt for you to determine the cause of your pain. If necessary, seek support in getting to the root of your issues. A ray of sunlight on a resting fairy highlights the importance of inner healing. I'm the one telling you to drink water. The wings of the fairy usually stand for liberation or freedom. The daisies that surround the fairy represent purity and innocence. This imagery is addressing the innocence that lies within you. The spiderweb in the foreground is symbolic of the choices you are making and the network of support available to you. Trust that deep healing is possible. You will be able to move on from this place once you let go of your hidden hurt. I fished a sunshine. You fished a sunshine today. Hi, Rata. Welcome in. Okay, did that answer any questions? Make more questions? How did that go? Answer questions? Okay. He likes the... I betray you. Here's a book from Cinder. Okay. You're supposed to help with the cards. Is there a long line? Nope, there's only Vulture behind you. Here's a boo from AL. Boop. And Vulture, if you could do exclamation point tarot, I can go ahead and answer those questions for me, then we can get started on yours. Yeah! Do you have one banked? Let's see. You have one banked if you want to redeem it with the 1. Okay. Let's take a spin and see what delivered to me as far as deck goes, the folklore ones. The folklore one in the black box. Okay, so the spin normally determines the deck. Sometimes it works. Well, hold on. I want to see. I want to see if it'll do it again. It was not. It was the one we literally just pulled from. But Terror of the Divine was the one right next to it. No, you're good. It happens. Okay. And do you want a general reading or do you have a question? General? Okay. What does the universe want Vulture to know? Okay. Okay. Oh, you can't see. You still have that on your screen. Okay. What does the universe need Vulture to know? Okay, apparently the universe, there isn't anything you need to know. It's the only things they want you to know. Let me do it this way, maybe. Okay. Anything else that the universe wants Vulture to know? Oh boy. That went flying. Ooh, lots of swords. Anything else that the universe wants Vulture to know? That one literally is the vulture. What? So string cover go what he's doing separate. Oh dang. Any last cards? Okay. Any last cards? Is that a person from Legend of Zelda? Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see what we got. I think I'm gonna stack them on top of each other. Okay, so the first card you got was Ace of Swords. Upright. Okay. The Jordian Knot, Turkey, a Greek legend. The Ace of Swords represents a sudden burst of inspiration, a new solution, a new way of thinking to break through the problem. Slicing through the Gordian knot begins a campaign to conquer new lands. New project, truth, assertiveness, creative thinking, clarity. That's what they want you to know. What are the greater orders? Hell yeah. So they want you to know that new projects, truth, assertiveness, creative thinking, clarity. You're going to have a burst of inspiration. You're going to find a new solution. The problem you're working on, you'll be able to find a new way out of it. Then you have Queen of Swords. This is just things they want you to know. Queen of Swords reversed. This is Turandot. She's from China, an Arabic folktale. She's a fierce and exacting force. She does not forget betrayal, so her judgments, while fair and principled, seem brutal and cold. Bitterness, vindication, judgment, malice, pessimism. So you're supposed to be two things. You're supposed to be fair and principled, seem brutal and cold, and open-minded, intelligent, charming, and witty when she chooses. You're currently choosing to be bitter, vindictive, judgmental, malicious, and pessimistic. I think you gotta choose to do the other way. There's another solution here. How did it know? I can get behind that. Ooh, that's what we're going to project. So you gotta choose to do something else. Okay, 4 of coins. Condor's wife. Peru, Amaria folktale. The 4 of coins represents greed and an unwillingness to open up or share. Condor covets his wife, who does not like his lifestyle or living with him. He recognizes her unhappiness, but is unwilling to make changes or set her free. Hoarding, possession, financial stability, materialism, stinginess. You know that you're like this, and you will not change. That's not going to end well for you or your relationships. I hate to break it to you. So I would start to address this. The next one is Knight of Coins. This is Haitsi Ibib. From South Africa, it's a Khoi deity. The Knight of Coins is a diligent warrior who's willing to put in the work to set the world right. Okay, so finally, you're willing to put in the work. Love this for you. Ibib can be as stubborn as an ox, getting into trouble for his efforts. He is strong, loyal, and determined in all things he set his mind to. So you might get in trouble for trying to fix it, because the way you go about fixing it might not be the best way for you. But ambition, hard work, persistence, being efficient. Because sometimes being persistent with certain things doesn't always jive with everyone around us. Or being efficient. Because the way that we're efficient might not be someone else's version of efficient. But finally, putting in the work. Love that for you. Okay, then 5 of swords. You have coins and swords out the butt. Okay. Osiris, Set, and Isis. Egypt, Egyptian mythology. The 5 of swords represents a fight won through deceit. Ooh. So you're saying you're gonna change and it's not actually working. Set overthrows his brother Osiris and is seen gloating over his brother's inconsolable wife Isis, while Set represents a tyrant of a victor. Isis is a defeated combatant who will eventually bring about Set's defeat. Surrender, betrayal, bullying, violence, crime. Yeah, don't lie about changing and not do it. You gotta actually change. Crime, you say? You gotta actually do the thing that you said you were gonna do. Because lying is a crime. And relationships it is anyway. This is a roller coaster. Okay, so there's a problem. You think the solution is being a butt. The solution is not being a butt. It's just getting people pissed at you. Okier said, okay, I can fix this. I can do this. See, I found a new solution. This new solution, you either lied about it or it was not the good solution you thought it was. Do you want a clarifying card? Do you want like a what happens next? Or do you just want to know that based on your current course of actions, this is what's going to happen? So maybe stop it here. I'm trying. I got it. Okay. I'm sorry. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. But sometimes you gotta be. Okay, Rata, you're next, by the way. Walter, don't lie to me! I do exclamation point Terra Rata and answer those questions. Sometimes the things we need to hear are the things we want to hear. That's fair. The universe calling everyone on their BS. Mm-hmm. Yes. I don't lie to you. Your parents, however. What is happening? And for the tarot wheel, it's just a wheel of all the decks I have. What's gonna happen in my friendships, my relationships, friendships, romantic sense of community, human connection. Spin for deck. Okay. Okay, I have to warn you about this deck. You thought that deck was harsh? Okay, this is my deck that tells it to you like it is, whether you like it or not. It will read you to filth. So, good luck. It's also my prettiest deck. Hit me? Okay. And so she's water, about to change your whole approach to everything. Yeah, people need different things, different strokes for different folks. It's also a snake, by the way. Is the symbol of this deck. It's a snake. I thought that you should know that. Oh, bro, I literally have a tattoo of that. I love when these things happen. Okay. Okay, what's gonna happen in Arata's relationships, friendships, and romantic sense of community? Okay, we're gonna do different cards for each of those. What's gonna happen in their friendships? Okay. What's gonna happen in their romantic relationships? What's going to happen with their sense of community? Okay. And what's going to happen to your human connection? Relationships of human connection. Ooh, that steadily gets darker. This looks literally like a skyline, kind of. Okay, things are gonna get rough. Okay. I can already feel it. I'm scared. So am I. I'm doing welcome in. Okay, for your friendships, it is Seeker of Cups reversed. Okay. Curiosity, inspiration, intuitive, but it's reversed. The Seeker of Cups reversed indicates that there is a blockage in creative flow. You may be feeling low self-worth or that your creativity has become work. Sit with your current relationship to your creative self and see where you may be feeling stuck. Can you remember times that you felt in the flow and joyful with it? Was this different? Was there any product or activity that is new and different that makes you feel excited? Focus on the feelings of being in the moment with your creative practice as opposed to your ego, work, or fears. Do not let your friends talk you out of doing something that makes you happy, you motivated, and you have a joy and spark for life. I had a friend who used to do that. And as soon as we weren't friends anymore, holy shit, the difference. No, you're okay, Duig. It's good to see you. Don't let them tell you what you should or shouldn't do. Know what feels good to you and know what is the basis of your creativity and do that. Do what makes you feel excited and don't let them squash that excitement. Now, that doesn't mean like ending the friendship. It just means making new boundaries. Okie dokie, have a good nom. Okay, seeker of coins. There's a lot of seekers in here. And a lot of coins. Okay. Seeker of coins. Okay, this one's upright. New opportunities, dreams, innocence. This is your romantic relationships. Ushers in a new beginning with all things abundance and material. This could be great news. This is great news. This means a new type of prosperity could be on its way to you, or perhaps it indicates an internal shift. In order to manifest in the material realm, we have to be in alignment with it. This is one of the most difficult leaps to make for many people. Of course, remember this is the beginning. You are entering a totally new level, and it's important that you do not take it for granted. You must continue to show up and be diligent in your work to ensure you stay on the right path. Okay, either you're starting a new romantic relationship, or the romantic relationship you're currently in, there's like a turning point in it, but you have to put in the work. It will make a whole lot of prosperity and it'll be really good for the relationships, but you have to put in the work. You can't take it for granted. You have to show up. You have to be diligent. You have to put in the effort that you want to see out of that relationship. It's going to be a good relationship, but it isn't going to be easy. Not currently in one. Okay, so it's going to be the start of a new relationship, but still it's not going to be easy. You got to put in that work, that effort. Okay, next is Two of Coins. Okay, this is your... They to be dirty in the best way. The next beautiful thought. Thank you! Okay, sense of community. This one's also upright. Balanced delegation. Indicates a balancing act where the big aspects of your life are clamoring for your attention. You may be naturally adept at doing it all, so you could be feeling that at this point there's no real concern. However, ask yourself, is this sustainable? If I had to continue on like this for another year, could I? If there were no end in sight, what would you do to change the situation? If your community stays how it's going, could you sustain that? Check in with your body on how you need to move forward in order for the best possible outcome. What can you do? What can you let go of or outsource? And what needs to be done by you personally? So what needs to be done by members of the community? What needs to be done? What can you take off your plate to make it easier for you to handle? If this is a temporary situation, feel free to write it out, but it's in your best interest to create some space for yourself. This card also signals that you may need to do some reflection around how much you put on your plate. Are you attached to being very busy? Do you struggle with letting other people do things? How can you create more ease for yourself? So when it comes to community, are you taking all of that weight on yourself of your community, or are you actually letting the community take care of the community? Okay. This one is human connection, I believe. Yes, human connection. Seven of Coins reversed. Okay. Typically refers to a feeling of being entrapped or feeling stuck with a project that isn't going well. So human connection, you're like, shit, this sucks. We're going to shit. Hell in a handbasket. And maybe time to move on despite the investments you have made in human connection. Do not force yourself to keep going simply because you have been invested up until this point. So the sunken cost fallacy. If you must cut your losses and walk away, do so. From human connection. Maybe the humans that you're connected to, or maybe the way you're interacting with the world is what's making you feel that way. So instead of you walking away, maybe walk away from the situation and the humans and the part of the connection that makes you feel this way. Please don't walk away from the human connection. Just walk away from the part of the human connection that makes you feel this way. because it's supposed to mean perseverance, determination, and alignment. So find what aligns with you. Because obviously where you are currently does not align. You feel trapped and stuck, and you feel like you've put so much effort in. But there are always more options. There are other ways to be aligned. Okay. Do you want another card? Does this answer your question? Make more questions. How are you feeling about it? Do you need a shoulder to cry on? Do you need a hug and ice water? A knock to the head so you don't have to remember these past 20 minutes. No need to cry. Okay. I swear. Okay, good. I'm good? Okay, good. You're like, please, no more. Okay. Currently, we don't have any others banked. So if anyone wants to, or any other in the queue. So if people want to queue on up, feel free. The queue is empty. Oh, thank you for reminding me. Never mind. Okay, Zool. Do exclamation point tarot. You did. I'm sorry I missed it. Thank you for reminding me. Who need to be loved. This is going to be chaotic but general and spin. Love it. Do you want a system reading or for you in particular? Angel Dreams. Okay. System? Okay. What about us? Why is it this last card that always gets stuck? Okay. What does the universe want the Cyanic Milky Way to know? Okay, so you also have a High Council card. What does the universe need them to know? This was before I even asked the question. And anything more that the universe wants to tell them. Okay. Anything else? Yes. my gosh, you're getting all sorts of cards. Okay. Okay. So the first card was Snake. Rebirth, release, integration. Okay. The snake heralds a time of transition, during which you will go through the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. Enjoy the shedding of the old while stepping into your power. The snake's wisdom may lead you to ask yourself many questions. What project or relationship do you need to begin? What do you need to shed, release, or uncover in order to bring new opportunities? What do you need to bring back into your life? The snake represents rebirth in all forms. It symbolizes hidden teachings or information, as well as the integration of physical and spiritual form. The double snake, or caduceus, is the emissary of transcendence, a balance between your physical and spiritual energies. Open your awareness to the spiraling dance of cosmic forces. Study the hidden knowledge that has been beckoning to you. Study and work with divine magic, and don't be afraid of personal power. It is a gift of healing and rebirth. What project or relationship do you need to begin, and what do you need to shed, release, or uncover? Cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. And study and work with divine magic. And then the High Council. Whew. I'm somehow getting eepy, even though we're on the 2-hour mark. Blue was just talking about how much we'd all changed through the years and felt more free than ever. Yay! That's exciting. High Council, Evolution, Information, Potential. If you've been having nightly dreams about going to a mountaintop, city hall, or library, you're connecting with the High Council. This card shows up to help you become the best possible you. The High Council is an alliance of beings from across universes who have come here to help you on your evolutionary journey on this planet. These beings of love and light are trying to get your attention. There is an important project or task you are being asked to take on. The size of the assignment doesn't matter, large or small. It will create a shift for the highest good of all. The High Council is coming to you in Dreamtime to download messages into your energy field for retrieval at a later date. This information is to be used when it is needed for the evolution of you as a human and for the Earth as a whole. You have much potential. You are being encouraged to move forward with the development in all areas of your life. Think about your spiritual perception. Does it need to shift? You are being reminded that the divine mantle is always about your shoulders, lending you strength and helping your daily life. All you need to do is ask. Okay, Ladies' Mantle. A, B, C, D, E. Hold on. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, K, L, M, N, O, P. Okay. Mother, Healing, Alchemy. This card is calling you to take time to heal your wounds, whether physical, mental, or emotional, from the inside out. So, the mother wound. When your wounds aren't healed, you lose life force energy. This means you might feel drained or tired all of the time. Lady's Mantle, a sacred herb, symbolizes the mother in all aspects as well as healing. You're being invited to connect to your own mother, yourself as a mother, or Mother Earth. Lady's Mantle is also associated with alchemy. It is once believed that the leaves imparted wisdom to whoever came in contact with them. This card is urging you to spread your knowledge to others as well. Share your stories of inspiration. You're being offered a sacred space and protection from nightmares. Connect with the goddess Brigid for healing and feminine wisdom. You're receiving support with childbearing, fertility, or pregnancy. Call upon this sacred herb to aid you in developing a deep inner peace and whole body healing. There's a need for you to work on forgiveness as it relates to your mother, and studying alchemy would be beneficial to you. I think it's about healing the mother wound. And sometimes that means about leaving the mother behind, and sometimes that means actually healing it. Well, you can heal it, and you can heal it before words. You can heal it and also leave it behind. You could do both. Okay, next is dolphin. It's very interesting that I got these 3 because these were all in like 5 different shuffles. So the fact that I got them is very strange. And they're all D's. D's nuts. Anyways, I'm so sorry. Pardon me. Okay, dolphin. Cosmic consciousness, breath, sacred geometry. The dolphin card is reminding you to breathe. Connect with your breath regularly throughout the day. Breathwork will help you align, center, and expand your awareness. It will relieve stress and help you keep you focused. This card also represents your connection with cosmic patterns called sacred geometry. Perhaps you need to work with crystal grids, ley lines, or platonic solids to connect with cosmic consciousness. The universe is calling for you to attune to its sacred shapes. Use breathwork to connect with cosmic consciousness, your primordial origins, and the universe. Spend time near the ocean or listening to oceanic music. Do manifestation exercises using your breath and sacred sound. Incorporate sacred geometry shapes into your daily life ritual work. You can paint, draw, or meditate upon them to enhance your creative powers and open doorways into new dimensions. So breathe. Work on grounding. That fully talking about the biomother who hasn't been the greatest to us, and we've been thinking about reaching out to her to talk about everything. So I would do it to heal it. Dream guide, teacher or guardian. This card is shown up to remind you that your dream guide is always with you, supporting and protecting you on your nightly journeys. Ask for guidance. Journal what your guide shows and teaches you and where you are taken during your dream time. Pay attention to all the details as they are part of a larger message. Your dream guide also reminds you, that there are many lessons to learn and offer others. You are a teacher. Employ your teaching abilities now. It will be beneficial for you to journal every day. It is time to connect with your guides, or for you to be the guide to someone else. Walk through the door of opportunities that is presented to you now. You're being called to teach. And that might be guiding someone outside of your system or inside of your system as well. Because different altars can guide other altars, if certain altars have healed differently. Trust rehearsal. Alternative course and choices. Do not delay in making the choice facing you. This is an auspicious moment to feel out an alternative course of action. Take time to sense your body's reaction to your current circumstances. So ground. Rehearse an option you would like and gauge your physical reaction. Note the differences between your current life and the imagined scenario. Go with the choice that makes you feel happier, even if it's a seemingly difficult change. If you would like to try out an alternative in a just rehearsal dream, focus upon the relevant situation before falling asleep. Upon awakening, notice how you feel and any messages you receive during dream time. So think about how it would feel to see her and to talk it out and see if that's how your body should heal. You're being guided to change your course of direction as your current situation no longer serves you. Call upon your support system for help in this life change. And the last one is Amethyst. Psychic abilities and behavior patterns. Amethyst comes to you today to remind you to practice and hone your psychic abilities. Find a space where you feel safe and protected to work on these skills. Amethyst is the symbol of protection. Divine communication, the ethereal, the third eye, the crown chakra, and purification. This card is also showing up today to help you identify damaging beliefs, behaviors, and habits that block your development. Identify and release these behaviors so you can move forward. Check in to feel if your emotions or attitudes are impeding your progress. Archangels Raziel, Jeremiel, Uriel, and Ariel are associated with this symbol. Work with Amethyst to balance and align your physical and spiritual selves, your awake time and sleep time, and your energetic bodies. Sleep is very important here. Pay attention to your dreams a lot. You are safe and protected when you awaken your natural abilities to see divine energy. Work with Amethyst to open and accelerate your psychic development and clairvoyance. There is an animal need of healing, nurturing, and attention, which is healing, which is here. Do you have any questions? Did this answer questions? Make more questions? What are we thinking? I think it's just so much help. I'm glad it helped. Okay, good. Okay. Now the queue is completely open if anyone would like to join. I'm glad it helped. Oh, I'm wearing my hat. I did not mean to put on my hat. Does anyone want to add themselves to the queue? I'm gonna take some meds real quick. Would anyone like to add themselves to the queue? It is completely open. Also, I will take this time. When we get to 500 followers, there's going to be a little surprise. We're only 10 away. So there's going to be a little surprise. We've been working on the background with a few people. So I'm excited to share with you when that releases at 500 followers. So I'm excited. If you guys want to drop any, like, guesses, feel free. Yeah, we all know that the relationships won't be full, and being hurt and angry at her isn't helping us. So either way, you have to heal, whether you talk to her about it or not. Also, if no one redeems anything by the 2-hour mark of stream, we will either switch to something else or end stream. Which is A-okay. I am EP. Reading for 2 hours takes a lot out of me. I thought I was going to be able to do it for like 3 to 4 hours, but apparently 2 hours is about what I can do. Also, look at this cute little thing that Ghost made us. No. It's so cute. It has a little booty. It's so cute. I love him. He's so cute. I'm gonna do reading for myself. Which is dangerous to do on stream. Especially with this deck. I made Tiny Witch hats for Sora. That's so cute. That's so adorable. We're doing a reading another day soon. I have another one baked when I want to say it. Yes, we will be. I'm going to try to do this, I think, as a bi-monthly thing. So once every 2 months. But yeah. I am going to try this, make this more regular. Okay, my card for myself is Two of Wands. Upright. Preparation, movement, and structure. The Two of Wands builds on the passion and drive from the Ace of Wands. This card signals a transition from raw-inspired energy to actions. This is the card of to-do lists, creating deadlines and organization. I love that. It takes the pure energy one has at the beginning of a project and asks, okay, now how do we translate it to the real world? Different projects have different steps and needs, but the specifics of which are irrelevant. The most important thing is that you take your ideas seriously enough to do things that most people don't love to do. It's having a new business, but not getting yourself into a business bank account. Not getting yourself a business bank account. Metaphysically, these real-world steps matter. Having a business bank account, even if empty, creates a container for you to do your work. It holds the energetic transactions of your work. If you simply use your correct account, lines are blurred. Your personal account, lines are blurred. The messages can be confusing to spirit. They are declarations of the universe of, I am taking this seriously, so you better do the same. What will take you to the next level? Reflect your history with this step. In the past, have you embraced this aspect or have you resisted it? If you have gotten stuck in the past, consider the feelings that have arisen each time that prevent any progress. Where did you inherit those patterns? Ooh, that's a good question. Action requires confidence and commitment, and this is a choice that you make every day to show up for. Break things down into small steps and renew your commitment to the process each morning. I'm working something in the background that is like a few years in the making, and it's going to be a few years in the making to keep going. And I think it's telling me to get better at setting goals and being okay with those goals. Okay. No one redeemed something else, so we're going to go ahead and raid somebody, which is A-okay. Okay, let's go see. Oops, sorry about hitting that. Okay. Here's our raid message. Here is... You're welcome. Here, that's the raid if you're followed, then a raid if you're subbed. This is our Discord if you'd like to join us there. We're going to be watching Fairytopia in June. And this is our YouTube if you'd like to join us there. We're going to raid the fantastic Stitchcraft with Howl. If they're still accepting raids. Okay. Let's go say hi to Howl. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Thank you for redeeming all those readings. You guys are fantastic. Thank you for the follow. Oh, sorry, my thing is glitching out. I would like for it not to glitch out. Phlogiston and Lightseeker, thank you so much for those follows. You're really, really sweet. And let's go say hi to Howl, shall we? I love you guys bunches and bunches. Let's go say hi over there. Love you guys. Boop.